Here we go. And we're back from outer space.
It has begun. It's better than the Earth was created in 6 days.
And 2 shall it be destroyed.
Destroyed.
And on the
And on the
7th
day, mankind shall rest in peace. Okay, I'm 100%
That was awesome.
serious.
I don't care.
Oh, dude, it's campy as fuck.
I love
But seriously,
Annihilation.
we need to do a watch along audio track.
Oh.
Like obviously we can't watch it, but what we can do is like we can watch it, but then
No, we can do it on here. Fair use. It's criticism.
The whole movie?
Yeah.
We might try that. Well, I guess that's true because I did a video not long ago where I basically did commentary, but I paused it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like Mystery Science Theater.
That would be fun.
Sort of thing. Dude, if we can do it and like watch the movie, I'm down. But what we could also do, and I figure this would be safer. Well, not safer, but more appropriate, is like you and I will watch it, but then we'll record it. Like we'll have a camera on us, and then you can instruct people like, okay, pause it now, and then when you start the movie, click play and have an earbud in or something.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll figure it out.
I guess what we can do is we can try it, and then if they flag it, we can just save the audio.
Yeah, and then just, I mean, because the audio from the movie, or our audio, you mean? Ours. He's dying.
Shit.
Shit!
It's a good old laughing cough right there.
I am Patricia.
I almost died.
Don't die.
We're all gonna die.
Oh my
Maybe.
gosh, that was and then they're just all making fun of her. I'm like, look, if somebody's on TV and they're a scientist and they're talking about an asteroid and they're saying that it's gonna hit, I'm gonna listen to them.
So what you're saying is that if there are scientists on TV, we should listen to them.
I said I'm gonna listen to them. I didn't say I'm going to follow what they say. I say I'm going to heed their word and do my own research. But I'm not a scientist.
Oh, Ben asked if I was dying over there. Yes, I was.
He is dying.
And none of you assholes came to save me.
Hey. You can't see it. You can't see it.
I saw is it the thumbnail? Yeah.
It's an asteroid destroying Earth.
I mean, dude, this whole situation on planet Earth seems to change by the day.
Yeah, it's
like one day it's
the
legitimate.
C word.
Well, like one day it's legitimately scary as hell, and then the next day I'm seeing videos of like Ukrainian farmers towing Russian tanks and a random driver stopping by a Russian tank asking if they need gas.
Dude,
like,
it's so confusing.
Well, and then there's a lot of reports, and I want to stress that the sources are like TikTok and YouTube, so take it with a grain of salt, but
right.
I'm only believe at least some of it, because some of it, it's hard to believe that somebody would stage something like that with the Russian military.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is one video where literally this guy pulls up, there's a Russian tank on the side of the road, and he pulls up and the translation says that he's like, where are you going? And they're like, we don't know. And he's like, you want to tow back to Russia? Ha ha ha.
Did you hear? Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. I'll...
Well, no. And then they're like, do you have any cigarettes? He's like, I'm not going to give you any fucking cigarettes, but he said there's a store just 60 kilometers or so, up the road. And they're like, oh yeah. And then he's like, what are you doing here? And they're like, we don't know. We were told to go to this place. And I've seen more than a few videos of captured Russian soldiers and airmen. Not
Have you seen the video of the 7 that were captured, and they were asking them what they were doing, and they're like,
yes,
we thought we were here for exercises. We didn't know we were going to attack anybody." And they're like, "We don't
yeah.
want," and most of them were like, "We don't want war," and one was like, "I'm reserve."
Oh, yeah, and
Which that'll segue
it's
into what I was gonna say before when I was trying to interrupt you, but okay. Well, I just watched this video right before, probably around 7:55. This lady, where was she talking at? She is not Delaware. She is she holds political office here in the United States. She's Ukrainian, and she was talking about her family back in Ukraine. You know, because the reporter asked her. They said, Have you spoken with your family? Is everybody okay? What's going on?" And she said that her grandmother had survived through Stalin and Hitler, and she says this is worse. And I'm like, what? I was like, look,
uh,
I'm not trying to downgrade anything because, you know, we might not be seeing everything, but at the same time, I'm like, worse than Hitler or Stalin? I'm like,
I think that's a lack of perspective and probably some embellishment. But and it's important to understand too that, like, don't get me wrong, it's bad, but the sense that I'm getting is that there's a lot of people in the Russian military who really don't want to be doing anything against Ukrainian people.
mm-mm.
And some of them have said they were told that there was a corrupt government, that some of them believe that they are there to set the Ukrainian people free, but then they got there and they're like,
These people seem okay.
why are they, like, literally some of them are like, why are they shooting at us? Like citizens, not the military.
Oh yeah, because the thing is, it's governments. I'm not gonna specifically say the Ukrainian government's not doing anything because Zelensky. I don't
Oh
know.
no, they are.
Well, no. Okay. Well, what I mean is like they've already replaced the government twice now, completely. So it's kind of like we don't know what's going on over there. I mean, that's like one of the most corrupt countries apparently.
Well, certainly parts of it, although I'm starting to wonder that might be old
Your
news. And
mic,
again,
dude.
oh, is it doing that thing again?
Dude, it seriously sounds like you 100% have a lisp when it does that. You be like, just like, you be like, ethereally. You sound like Sammy Sprinkler. And I know you're not doing it on purpose because I was like,
well,
you do not have a lisp.
I'll move it further away. Maybe that'll. Is that better?
Yeah, you're fine. Dude, it's just so funny. I can't not point it out. Can't not.
Can I be a statistician?
At first, I was like, are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm.
Sammy Sprinkler.
I am subtly developing a lisp just to fuck with you.
Dude, I wonder. But anyway, like, I mean, this whole situation is just, it's confusing. You know, just to the average American and, hell, even probably the average Russian, you know. I'm not going to say the Ukrainians because, I mean, they're the ones being attacked. So it's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what? And there's no direct, like, there's no direct reason why Putin is doing this. Like, he says it's for, what did he say it was for?
Well, I mean, we all knew that was bullshit.
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna say it's a lie or it's the truth. I don't know. I'm ignorant on the fact.
So I think how I called this so wrong initially was the fact that I kind of I didn't fully believe, but I didn't discount the justification. And I'll be perfectly frank, I don't know all that much about Ukraine as a country, particularly like the recent. Ask me about the kulaks, I can tell you all about that. But the recent history, but I did just confirm. So Zelensky took office in 2019.
The auto parts king.
And he was an independent.
Mm-hmm.
And dude's an actor and the dude is an actor and a comedian. And fun fact, he starred in a hit television series where I believe he was a teacher who becomes president of Ukraine.
That's hilarious.
I shit you not.
That sounds a lot like America.
I mean, there's something to be said about entertainers getting into politics because let's be real. What is politics at the end of the day? It's
Fucking
getting people to.
entertainment. Oh my god.
Right. And I'm just looking.
I really wish when I looked at you in the picture, it was me looking at you and not me looking off to the other side.
That would be weird.
No, I mean like if I was like staring at your picture on my screen, if I was
I
looking
see.
at you, but I'm actually looking over here. It's like because of the reverse thing. I wonder if we can you switch that?
Probably, but don't ask me how.
It's not really that big a deal.
No, it's not that big a deal, isn't it?
All right. Yeah, we'll just stream it to you live from the bunker. This is the new bunker.
This is the bunker they'll never find because it's not real.
But I don't know, dude. Do you think Putin's crazy enough to actually drop a nuke?
I want to say no.
I don't think he's. I'm not gonna sit here and like say like he's a great guy or anything like that.
Well,
But I don't think he wants that.
I'll put it to you this way.
I don't think anybody does.
I think that if he is, I think somebody's going to put a bullet in his head.
And it'll be one of his people too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that if he gives that order, I think somebody will kill him.
Just like for any nerds out there, General Black who killed General Red in the Red Ribbon Army in Dragon Ball. Well, I mean, it wasn't because of bad order. It was because General Red tried to kill General Black. So, have you watched that entire series?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I've watched.
Oh no,
I've watched it like 8 times.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, good. These nuts.
No, but I mean, like, I will say I am surprised because I did not expect. And again, I just want to stress there's a reason our podcast is called the Average Intelligence Podcast because we dumb. But I'm surprised because I would have predicted that Ukraine would have fallen. I'm not going to say by now, but I would have thought the Russian army would have gained more ground than they have. But as of right now, it's my understanding that they've not really taken any major cities. The advance is quite slow and non-existent in some places.
Because they don't want to be there.
Well, that's what I think. I think it's a huge loss of morale once they actually engage with the Ukrainian people, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
You want to know what the popular conspiracy is right now?
What's that?
That this is all the start of NWO.
Oh, the NWO's already got there. You know what? This might actually be, and like here we're gonna go real conspiracy theory here.
Dan Crenshaw. Remember I was telling you the other day, I was like, he's sounding war hungry, and all these other politicians are sounding war hungry. And I was like, look, man, I agree with most of you on almost everything, but when it comes to war, fuck you. I'm good. We don't want war with anybody. Let's figure something out. Like, talk to the fucking man.
Well,
like, what do you want?
It's my understanding. Well, he wants Ukraine.
Yeah, because for one, Ukraine has the richest soil in the entire world for growing food.
Yeah,
so,
and Russia,
you control the food, you control the world.
Well, and Russia has a history of food problems, which is one of the reasons why they wanted Ukraine in the first place.
Right.
Like Ukraine was the breadbasket of the Soviet Union. And that's why when they privatized, or I'm sorry, not privatized, when the Soviets basically took over, made all the farms state ownership. That's why I forget the estimates. It was a minimum, I think it was 8 million, anywhere from 8 to 10 million Ukrainians starved when the Soviet Union took over all of the peasant farms. Because, newsflash, when you go in and you take people's land and you ship them off to Siberia or just shoot them, which is what they did, and then you give the farms over to people to run who don't know how to grow food, people starve.
Weird.
Classic example, probably the best example of ideology, taking over sanity. Because like I can get it, even if your ideology is like, listen, we don't want people to own land, but if they don't know how to farm, why would you give them a farm to run?
Yeah.
Like at least make them teach the new people before you kill them. Or say like, hey, you know what? If you can still run this farm, but it belongs to the state. And some did that, I'm sure, because I mean, not everyone starved. Just
yeah. Well,
a
I
ton of
mean,
people.
why would you want to get rid of farmers who know what they're doing?
Well, I don't know. Ask Stalin.
I mean, he was a fucking genocidal maniac, just like most crazy genocidal maniacs in history. So.
Yep. But hey, at least it's.
It's
I mean,
silly.
here's the thing, and this is where we were robbed when we were younger, because like you learn about the Soviet Union in school, but it's mostly in the context of being an ally in the Second World War.
Well,
Like
and on top of
we
that,
don't.
it's in the past, so that they're like, oh, it's not that important. It's like, yeah, it's pretty fucking important.
It's very important. And like I loved how when we were in school, they just kind of brushed over the Cold War.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, how's this for fucking weird? The Soviet Union collapsed when we were in elementary school. No, I'm wrong.
No, yeah, we were chilling in mom's arms, or
Correct. No,
yeah,
I'm wrong.
it
That
was
was
it was late '80s.
no 91.
Was it '91?
91.
Yeah, we were we
But
were
we
we were
but
still in
we
mommy's arms.
but we read about it. I know we read about it.
At 4?
And those no later.
Oh, okay.
I think we read about it in 97 actually. I don't remember. Do you remember what those things were?
The blizzard of '97. We had one.
Hell yeah, we did. That was awesome. But no,
I think it was blizzard of '97.
what was that little magazine? Was it called Current Events?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where I read it.
Yeah, it was like a wannabe magazine, but like
Yeah.
it had like maybe like 20 pages.
Yeah, but those need to come back in school, damn it.
Dude,
I learned a lot.
They need to bring a lot of shit back in school.
No shit. I
Specifically,
learned so much.
Fiesta sticks.
Dude, did you see my response to that
Yeah.
on Facebook? I will Billy Madison a fucking school if I can get Fiesta
Dude.
sticks.
School lunch now is trash.
Well, dude, let's be real. It was trash when we were there, but at least it tasted better.
I don't know about you, dude. I love school lunch. I eat the shit out of it.
Okay, but here's what I mean by that. So I saw this article, like I think it was a couple of years ago, where it goes over like school lunches around the world.
Ukraine had the best.
I don't know about Ukraine, but I mean, not only did it look very good, but it was also quite nutritious looking. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, America? You wonder why what's our obesity rate? Literally, isn't it like 40%?
That's horrible. I don't know. I don't know the exact percentage, but
I'm gonna look this up because I don't want to speak out of turn, but it's up there. And anybody who tells you it's not because of what we eat, like you're 42.4%.
it's 100% to do with all the shit in our food.
Dude, I
mean,
shit you not. According to the CDC,
42.4.
42.4%. Oh my God. And that's up from, and I will be straight. That figure is from 2017 to 2018, but from 1999 to 2000, it was 30.5. So don't fucking tell me it's not what they're feeding these kids.
Well, it's not necessarily feeding the kids. It's I wouldn't say it's just specifically school. I mean, everybody. I mean, how many people do you see in drive-thrus nowadays?
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Okay, so yeah, it's all. But I mean, let's be real. Like, you would expect anywhere to serve a nutritious meal, it would be a fucking school.
Well, right. And anywhere you go, like, the reason people are still so hungry after they eat is because what they're eating has literally no nutritional value. So their body's like, you're still hungry. Believe me, I know. I eat a lot.
Dude, I unintentionally pounded like a pound of steak the other night for dinner.
Hey, is that all you
It
ate?
was I had some I realized what I was doing. So I normally have a protein because what I do is I normally have like 2 4-ounce chicken breasts or 2 4-ounce salmon fillets.
Ugh.
But I bought steaks that were way bigger than I thought they were. I normally get like 6 ounce or even four. I think I got 4 ounce once. And that was perfect because it equated to an 8 ounce steak. But I got like it was like 2 pounds of steak,
Holy
and
shit.
I made 2 meals out of it.
Well,
But
yeah. Well, I was gonna say like when you cook it, like it doesn't really the
it
next.
didn't shrink that much.
No, it's not the shrinking. It's like when if you have to reheat it like later on or the next day, it's not that good to me.
It was really like.
All right, back to Ukraine. We're getting on a tangent.
Well, no, I'm going to finish my point. So
Oh yeah,
I had some broccoli and cauliflower with it, but not anything
cauliflower.
substantial. Cauliflower,
I do like cauliflower. See, that's the thing. If you switch to two
it's fucking good,
vegetables
man.
instead of well, okay, it's potato's a vegetable, but like
It's not the same. And
just
to be fair,
greens and what is cauliflower?
I mean it's
Is
right
that
up there with
considered?
broccoli.
It ain't considered starch though. What is it?
I don't think so,
I don't know what the fuck it is. But I'll tell you what,
but I,
riced cauliflower mixed up like and made into some fucking stir fry rice. That shit is good.
yeah, but I will tell you this: I tried mashed cauliflower instead of mashed potatoes. It's fucking garbage. Tastes the same, my ass,
It just depends on
and
how
it
you doctor it up.
smells, dude. It smells fucking terrible.
Add some shit
It's
to it.
fucking gross. Dude, it doesn't matter. It's USDA ass. Like, ugh.
All right, what's your point? Working full circle.
I
I didn't know if
fuck. I don't
I didn't know
remember.
if I interrupted you. You got
No,
we got tangent.
I'm lost.
We're Donnie Darko and we're in
Just
tangent
I'm
universe
I'm
right
lost.
now,
I'm lost, just like the Russian army in Ukraine.
dude. I just I still can't believe like most of them are confused. Like we when we started the podcast tonight, like when we were talking about the videos whatnot that are coming out, and they're like, I don't really know what we're doing here. Like they're literally sending them here, or they're literally sending Russians to Ukraine, and they don't even know why. They're not even
Yeah,
telling
they
them.
do. Well, it's either that or worse, they're telling them bullshit reasons.
Well, say you're telling them to just go to Ukraine, and then they're getting shot at. What are they gonna do? They're gonna lay suppressive fire, and they're gonna try to figure out the situation. You
So
know,
I did have a couple of not headlines, but some stuff I wanted, some shit that I collected from various sources. So apparently, there's a Russian entrepreneur who put $1 million bounty on Putin's head. I cannot verify this, but this is something I came across.
damn, dude.
Yeah, it's and a ton of people are sending a ton of money to Ukraine. And then there are,
From Russia.
well, no,
Oh,
just all around the world.
they a lot of people. I don't know who. I can't remember who, but they're cashing out their crypto, and they're changing it to fiat, but they're sending it to fucking Russia, or I'm sorry, Ukraine.
To Ukraine.
And did you see Ukraine reached out to Elon Musk and he hooked them up?
Yep, with the satellites, baby.
Yep.
Way to go, Elon.
Yep.
But yeah, man, and crypto is up.
I know, dude. Don't
He's
get
like-
me talking. I was like, fuck
like-
yeah.
I mean, it's not up huge, but it's up.
Hey, I was sitting at 600 in Ethereum, and then that shit shot up, and I ended up with 750. So I cashed out real quick because, you know,
You gotta
it may fall back
cash
down.
gotta cash out on them highs. Oh, speaking of which, not to get off topic,
2 to 3 weeks. It's been rallying, and then it'll drop, rally, drop,
Yeah.
and it's only one day.
yeah,
I've been paying attention.
but you'll appreciate this. So not to make it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I got my refinance is a go. So in roughly 30 days, I'll get my lot released and then I put it on the market.
Dude, refinance? Holy shit.
I had to because of the way they wrote my mortgage up. They lumped it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly going to be easier and cheaper for me to just refinance.
Yeah.
And I'm getting fucked because interest rates went up, but it's worth it to get the money released.
Oh yeah, because money in your hand is always.
Well, and we're not talking like a little bit of money. We're talking, but we're
20,
talking potentially
40 grand or more.
maybe even more.
Ooh.
I don't know, and I don't want to jinx it, but like. I got a thing in the mail. I shit you not, dude. This pissed me off.
I know what to do with some of that money for you.
Exactly. Well, no, I'm going to tell you because you'll appreciate this. We got a comment. Eric will answer this for you here in a second from FrugXZ, but I want to finish my point. So I had just gotten off the phone with my mortgage company. This is the same day I decided to refinance. And because my mortgage company just pissed me off because they were not working with me at all. I'm like, listen, it's already a separate plot of land. There's no separation that needs to be done. Just fucking give me the deed. It's how it was supposed to be done in the first place. And they're like, well, we're going to need a legal letter from a lawyer. And I'm like, what the fuck do you need a legal letter for? It's already a separate lot, you fuck. And this is a direct quote. I said this to the people. I said, it's already a separate lot, fucker. Like, there's no separation. It's not on my appraisal. It's not on the fucking appraisal. What the fuck? So anyway, so I come home and I see my mail and I shit you not, I got this flyer. If you or someone you know has a lot of land to sell, call me. It specifically said land. They're not looking to buy houses anymore. They want land because they know there aren't houses out there. And I'm just like, fuck.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get you now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say Prug.
Prugs.
To answer your question, I don't just buy from one current crypto exchange. I use a multitude of them. Binance, Uphold, what else? Coinbase. I mean, everybody uses Coinbase. What's the other one? Crypto.com. Crypto.com. That's where I hold my Shiba.
Sorry,
Crow.
Fuck, where is it? This fucker right here made a killing on Crypto.com almost accidentally with their coin.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I could not believe. Well, actually, I didn't necessarily use.
Oh, it's Chris.
Oh, I've told you before. Now I know that's his gamer tag. Okay.
Well, that's your fault for not knowing.
But no, Crow. I think I turned like $300 on there into 1,200.
You have a gift for pissing me off with all of your like. You don't actually piss me off, but there is a part of me that hates you a little bit.
Well,
because every fucking time,
that's why I'm trying to get you set up on certain exchanges. So when I say, "Hey, get this," so you can get it, because just like XRP, you got in so late, but you were trying to get in when it was before the rally. It was like 80 cents. Yeah. It was like 80, 90 cents, and it shot up like quite a bit.
Well, I got in at like 82.
Yeah, Coinbase is definitely legit. Like,
Coinbase is 100% legit.
To be honest with you, Coinbase is unfortunately the number one I trust. A lot of people say that they've been hacked on, but I'm like, those emails you get that say log into your Coinbase? They
don't send them.
Exactly.
And also Coinbase released Coinbase Wallet, and it's one thing you can do on there. You get $4 of Ethereum free just for signing up for the Coinbase Wallet.
Woo!
See, that's what I like about Coinbase, and like, don't sleep on the free crypto. It's free money.
They give you a ton.
Well, it's like, my whole thing, how I got my first bit of Shiba. I got 2.6 million Shiba tokens
And you
from my free
turned
Coinbase
it
money, and
into
I turned.
like what? Like
I went
200?
from $40. Actually, I'm going to check it right now. But I went from $40 of free money, and at its peak, it was well over. It was almost $200.
See, I got in late on Shiba, and I even told you about Shiba. And I got in late on Shiba. Or actually, did you tell me about Shiba? I can't remember.
No, I thought you told me about it, but
Okay.
I jumped on it because
You bought it on Gate.io, right?
because it wasn't on any other
Do you still
exchange
hold it
at the
on there, or
time.
did you switch it?
Yes, and here's the fucker.
And
This is
actually,
why I hate
Gate.io is actually a credible exchange.
it is, but it's a pain in the ass.
But those are the good ones because you can get cryptos that come out before they're on other popular exchanges and before they explode.
Correct. But here's the problem with
Hell, I got into Doge at 2 cents.
Oh, you dick.
I sold it quickly like an idiot.
Well,
But
yes and
really.
no, because it's down from where
Everything
it was.
is down. But yeah, Doge did kind of take a dive. Did you ever see the Dogecoin Millionaire?
What is that, a documentary or?
No, I mean it's just this guy. He maxed out like a couple credit cards, borrowed money from people. He ended up like spending $175,000 on Doge, and because he believed in it so much, and then
It's down.
It rallied like crazy, and then he was up to over $1 million, and then he ended up not selling.
Ooh.
And I was like, dude, why wouldn't you sell at $1 million? Pay your taxes. $1 million, you're not gonna get away from taxes. Pay your taxes, and then wait for it to dip like crazy, and then buy more. Your only problem is you're gonna have is you did not buy more.
So my thing is, I got a little over 2.6 million Shiba Inu tokens with free money that I got from Coinbase.
Hell yeah.
So, and right now it's low, but I've made a
crypto episode.
Well, I mean, it's connected because, we can tie this in.
Yeah, they're sending crypto to fucking Ukraine.
What was it? I think I saw Andrew. I don't remember the number. I think Andrew Tate sent. I think he sent $1 million worth of Bitcoin over there. Andrew Tate. You don't know who Andrew? Oh, dude, you'd love him.
I'll send you. At first, I thought you was talking about Andrew Jenkins, a YouTuber, and I was like, yeah, he's bullish on Bitcoin, but I was like, he has $1 million in Bitcoin to give away.
Dude, you would. I'll send you his stuff. You'd love him. He's entertaining as fuck.
I've got 9 million Shiba.
Damn it. Well, and I have some more on Coinbase, but that's what I have on Gate.io. You know what? I think I kind of did too. But here's the bitch of it. Here's the fuckery that is Gate.io. In order to move it to another wallet, I have a minimum withdrawal, and it fluctuates based on the market. But the last time I checked it, it's a minimum withdrawal of $150 worth of Shiba Inu. And right now I have like 70 some odd.
I mean, you could just go ahead and put some in there, put it in the exchange, switch it, and then sell it all back. Or just keep it in there if you have money.
That's probably what I'm going to do. But again, my problem now is that I'm cash poor, as you know.
Right. Shiba is actually supposedly getting accepted at AMC.
Really?
Yeah, and I was hey, I've got like $300 worth of Shiba, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it. I don't think it's gonna rally like crazy, but I was like, you know what? I might go watch a movie. Actually, I need to get the pass, the A-list pass.
You do.
There's so many good movies coming out.
It's worth every penny, dude. Like, I love the fact that I don't even have to think about it. Like, oh, can I afford? Which I mean, I can afford to go. I'm not poor. I just don't have. But like, I don't have to worry about it. But like, I haven't had to think about paying for a movie for years.
You're not going out and just buying like a $800 TV, like on a whim.
I mean, and the sad thing is, I could, but I don't. I already have an $800 TV sitting in my living room. That's
more than that.
No, it was $800. That's not what it's worth. I got it on sale.
The 75-inch?
Yeah, I got it. It was like almost 50%. I think it was like 45% off.
Open box?
No, brand new. It was just some sale they were having. And it was funny as fuck because what happened was we had gotten, this is when when I still had a girlfriend, we had just gotten a free TV that was that giant fucking, we've talked about this. It was that Mitsubishi thing. And I'm like, I didn't even know they fucking made TVs, but, and then
Still
the
a good
color
TV
wheel.
though.
Oh, dude, the problem is the color wheel was loose. So it would just go blue. So I said, fuck it. I don't like, it's not that big of a deal, but it annoyed the shit out of me. So first world problem. But I said, fuck it. We're going to go buy a TV because, God damn it, for the first time in my fucking life, I've got a decent amount of disposable income and I've never bought a new TV. Never in my life. I had never bought a brand new TV. So I went and I fucking bought one.
Damn.
And I said, I don't give a shit. Dude, I literally allotted myself $1,500 and I got it for $800 and it was everything I wanted and more.
Hey, you got Chick-fil-A that night. Just kidding.
Fuck yeah, I did. Actually, I think it was I think we went to Cholula's.
Oh, Cholula's.
Oh no, this was still in Shelby, Tucky.
Dude,
but,
Cholula's I've had Mexican all over and that's my favorite.
Dude, I took a Mexican there and she was like, it's acceptable. But she said the other one, and it is trash. What's the other one? El Mason?
Yeah.
That place is garbage.
Garbage.
Their Spanish TV is better though.
I don't speak Spanish. Maybe a couple words.
I don't speak a lot of it, but I mean,
burrito, taco. No, I'm just kidding. No. Chulahoto.
It's like in a Scary Movie 4 when it's like in Scary Movie 4 when the little Japanese goes, it's like Honda, Mitsubishi.
Oh my gosh.
That was a lot funnier than they intended it to be.
No, they intended it to be funny. They're just like, well, let's make this racist. Racism is always funny. I don't care. It's unfortunate, but
Honda, Mitsubishi.
Let's get back on track.
Hey, and to be fair, I crack my ass up every time somebody from any other foreign country impersonates an American.
Oh gosh, I eat cheeseburgers. That's all they gotta say. Like seriously, the American diet is 90% cheeseburgers and fucking beef, or maybe elk if you're Joe Rogan.
Have you tried elk meat?
Putin, are you all right? Oh yeah, have you tried elk meat?
Dude, I'm serious. We're gonna make plans.
He needs to eat a Snickers.
We're gonna find a place that we can get some elk meat.
All right. I don't like game meat.
I hear it's good from a credible source.
I've heard it's good, but I've heard it's how you prepare and cook it.
Yeah, this is true. You've had bison, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll hook you up with the bison steak.
All right.
They're good, and they taste good no matter what.
They're not gamey though.
No. It's like a really, really, really good steak.
Okay. Hey, I'm down for. I love steak.
Oh, dude, but you'll love bison. It's very good.
I've got a ribeye in my steak I need to cook, or in my steak. I've got a ribeye in my freaking fridge I need to cook.
Tell you what, when we have that grilling thing that you're talking about, I'll bring some bison steaks.
Dude, I made a brisket and it was terrible.
Oh, well, briskets can be tricky though. You smoked it, right?
Yeah, but Rayleigh ate the shit out of it. Sasha ate the shit out of it too. They was like, "Oh, it's so good," and I was like, "It's too tough." I was like, "It's not like you could do this and pull it apart easily, but it wasn't juicy enough." So
that's the problem is you've got that expectation of where you want it to be.
That was my one. I was so disappointed. I didn't even want to eat it, and I really didn't. I mean, the first night I did, because I took a gummy, and I was just dipping it in barbecue sauce. I didn't care, but I was not happy with it.
So anyway, you think they have brisket in Ukraine right now? I'm gonna say probably not.
I mean, what's like the most? Where has have you been paying attention this closely or not? Or just kind of like here and there, just see the stuff and
it's been here and there, but kind of against my will, just because this week is trying to kill me.
No, I get it, but what I'm thinking of is like what city is being like the most activity.
I think it's still Kyiv.
Then if it's there, then everywhere else is probably just business as usual. but on high alert.
I mean, that is particularly in Western Ukraine. That's kind of the vibe I've been getting. But
Right.
now I did notice they're thinking that Belarus might be mobilizing some of its forces, and I'm like, that's a little too close to World War III for
Shit.
my
I
liking.
just about knocked my fucking monitor off my desk. Oh my gosh.
And
A $300 monitor.
and I'd also read a report that China had sent reconnaissance planes over Taiwan. So I'm kind of watching. That's like, in some ways, it's like
Is that why I haven't got my fucking helium miners?
maybe.
Well, Taiwan and Hong Kong. How close?
Well, I mean, I don't know that it's a distance issue, but Hong Kong is officially part of China as of 1997.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was a treaty. It was part of the British Commonwealth
So
until
they're
1997.
allowed to make miners for crypto and sell them, but yet they're not allowed to mine crypto.
Apparently.
That's stupid. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't mad because that puts more hash rate in fucking the United States or the rest of the world.
Oh, and actually, it appears that. Hang on.
Yeah, we have 3 viewers.
Yeah, you guys should talk so that we don't derail.
Yeah, that's I'm wondering if like the world is like holding up because of this Ukraine situation. Like maybe they're like nervous or something like that.
Oh, okay. They're not terribly far away,
I didn't think they were.
which makes sense because Hong Kong is a port city after all. But.
Well, my stuff is sitting in Hong Kong, and I've had a fucking tracking number for 2 weeks, and it hasn't updated. And I'm like, I want.
I mean,
shit.
honestly, that's pretty typical right
it's
now.
DHL Express, so.
Right, but I mean, that's
they
just
get it on the plane and send it out because it's actually coming by air.
Oh, that's good.
Someone said it's got to travel by boat from wherever it is to Hong Kong, and they say it's super slow. Like,
that would make sense.
But
that would make sense. But yeah, and by the way, just in case, because I know from our metrics we at least have some audio listeners from Ukraine. Got a couple. If you're listening to this and you reside in Ukraine, are from Ukraine, have family in Ukraine, or just know shit about Ukraine, come talk to us.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we
because
say something that's stupid,
we're morons. Well, no, like I wouldn't come on the podcast because we're dumb.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what's coming on there. We're just having a conversation. Just like
I would love to talk to somebody who's on the ground over there.
I mean, with that lady I was telling you about, I can't remember what state she's in the United States.
I know who you're talking about. I haven't watched the video yet, though.
But she, like I said, she was talking about her grandma, and her grandma said this was worse than Hitler and Stalin. I was kind of like, but also I got a fun, it's not fun, but a crazy conspiracy theory that I read that, believe it or not, they said that Putin is trying to stop the NWO.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier.
I didn't know if you heard of that.
No, but that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, let's really put on the tinfoil hat here.
Yeah,
and maybe,
for sure.
And maybe, just maybe Putin is trying to stop. Because let's be real here. Like, let's look, and I've said this from the beginning. Let's look at this from the Russian perspective. They've been invaded a few times.
Russia has?
Oh, yeah, just a couple. Fucking Napoleonic Wars, the First World War, the Second World War. It's happened a couple of times. The Mongols, it's happened a couple of times.
Goddamn Mongolians, tear down my shitty wall.
Anyway,
Russia and Alaska are so close. I mean, obviously you know this.
So close. Well, I mean, Sarah Palin can see Russia from her house. After all, forgot about that one.
She live in Alaska?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Now, okay.
And when that shit freezes, dude, you could just walk over like our ancestors did.
Wasilla. She lives in Wasilla, Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Aha, I'm proud of myself for remembering that.
Is that where the fourth kind came from? Did you ever see that movie?
No.
A scary fucking movie. It was about alien abduction. Anal probes, you know. You're into that. Anyway. Anywho.
Fuck.
What do you got for us, Jenkins?
Jenkins? Who the fuck is Jenkins?
You're Jenkins.
Who the fuck is Jenkins?
I don't know. Peter Jenkins.
I'm looking up Wasilla on
Peter
a map
Jennings,
to see
not
how
Jenkins. Fucking idiot. You're seeing how far Priscilla is from Priscilla?
No. From Russia. Oh, she can't see Russia from her. She can't see Russia from her fucking house. That lying bitch.
Well, hell no. It's over 100 miles.
It's well over
the Bering Strait. While it's a small mass, it's not exactly small.
No, her ass said that she could see Russia from her house.
That bitch is tied with Russia. Do you think you're fucking not tied with Russia?
I'll put it this way: she's closer to Canada than Russia.
She is closer to Canada.
Closer. She is closer.
I gotta figure out what the hell is doing that with your shit. Like, I think it's your connection.
Wow, there's a Wales, Alaska. I did not know that. Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
That's a bit of a swim.
You think? Hasn't someone swam the Bering Strait before?
I wouldn't imagine so. That would be cold as fuck.
I could have sworn somebody.
I mean, if they did, they did. Alrighty. I think you're thinking about the English Channel.
Maybe. I don't know. Goku
someone has
across the world just to get to the World's Martial Arts Tournament. All right.
Someone swim the Bering Strait. Holy shit.
They did?
Hold on.
Lynn Cox, 1987. 1987, baby.
Okay. There's a caveat here, though.
Dude, Soviet. No, she's
okay. No, that he did not swim the Bering. She did not swim the Bering Strait.
Swam across the U.S.-Soviet border in the Bering Strait, so it didn't swim across the entire thing, but swam in it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still.
It's cold, motherfucker.
Yeah, that is.
It's like, does Russia even have a summer? No, I'm just kidding.
We have
perpetual snow.
We have 2 seasons, winter and big winter. Summer lasts 1 day, doesn't count. Is end of big winter.
Welcome to Nostrovia. Have you seen Hostel?
Yes.
The movie fucked me up, dude.
Dude, that movie is fucked up. But the best part is the kids. Come to save the day at the end.
God, that was awesome.
Dude, don't fuck with the people on the street.
And didn't they give them something? They gave him candy.
Yeah. And then so I think I've told this story, but and this is just, I don't know what was wrong with me. I had the dumb this night. It was when I was still married. My ex-wife and I were in Louisville, and we had gone to see a show, but we were hungry, so we left the hotel, and we wanted to go to Hard Rock, and it wasn't terribly far away. Like it wasn't a far walk, but like idiots, we start walking, and it's night.
Sketch.
And in
Louisville, certain areas is sketch.
This was pretty sketch. I don't know if we were ever in like legitimate danger, but so this guy comes up to us on a bike, right? And he's like, "Hey, y'all got some money?" And I just happened to have a $5 bill in my wallet, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't have a good vibe, so I just gave him the $5, and he's like, "Thanks, man. The hood is on your side."
Hey, you made a friend that night.
I think I avoided an enemy, but what he did, he rode ahead of us immediately turned into the adult bookstore and went inside.
Damn, he was going to get himself a wanking party.
So Champions was across the street. So I'm like, Champions sounds good. And then
you're like, no. See, I will drive.
See, that is like, well, oh no, and we legitimately we got an
parking
Uber.
garage. Nah, I get you.
Well, again, the logic was it wasn't that far away, and it wasn't super late, but it was dark. So we walked there, went to Champions, and then we got an Uber back to the hotel because we were like, why risk it? Like we already
the hood was on your side already, dude. You become one of them.
Somehow I don't think he would have come to our aid if we'd been accosted by somebody else.
No. He'd be like, you only gave me $5, dude. That ain't worth it.
You're like, dumbass, I'm busy. Go away, Peyton.
Damn. Was the bike nice at least?
No, I think it was like a Huffy. It was like way too small for him.
Jeez. Oh.
So Zelensky got famous overnight.
Oh, for sticking to remain in Ukraine. You see, he turned down like several different world leaders, and I was like, duh. I was like, why the fuck would he be evacuated?
Well, it happens a lot, you know.
I know, but like
such as that.
But with how slow the roll is and everything like that, it's like
they didn't know it was gonna be though. I think that was a small surprise to everyone.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, dude, like everybody's so confused right now. Like we're just like, what the hell? You know, the world's watching. And
the other thing,
maybe that's why Russia's being so slow about it, because they know the world's watching.
Well, and then maybe, just maybe, this was, I don't think this is true, but just maybe this was a test, like a gauge of the international community's response. But it's really backfiring on Russia because the goal was to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO and the EU. And now, not only is the Ukraine slated or in talks to join the EU, but now Finland and what's the other one? There's another Finland and another country are now like it looks like they're going to join the EU and NATO. So congratulations, you fucked that one up.
What president was talking about Putin?
All of them.
Well, no. It was a specific conversation. Well, anyway, this president was saying that he said from his body language, he said, are the cameras, the people were watching our body language and they assumed we were like, you know, like at odds. But he was just like, I understood what he was saying. He understood what I was saying. And he was like, we both were like strong, but at the point, like, who the fuck was that?
I don't know, but it was Finland and Sweden. Who are now in talks to join NATO.
Well, no. The reason I brought that up was because I was watching this video on TikTok, believe it or not. It was Putin talking, and he goes, I tried to get Russia in NATO. He says, why not have us as your ally? Like, literally, this. I don't know if you've seen this video.
I've seen it.
And he was like, I think it was more of a ploy.
Yeah, I think so.
But still, though, he was trying to join NATO, and he's like, why wouldn't you want Russia as your ally versus an enemy? He goes, you're making me an enemy. He goes, I want to be an ally, but, you know, I don't know. The other presidents were saying that he's everything. He's probably crazy, whatnot, but they said he's not a liar.
I don't think he's crazy.
Right?
And he's absolutely a liar.
Think so?
In a cunning way. You got to remember, this guy was a higher up in the Soviet
misdirection.
Government.
You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's absolutely a liar.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like I said, I don't know, because I mean I don't know the guy. Nobody does who fucking knows him personally.
So first and foremost, I can tell you exactly why he's a liar, or one example of how he's a liar. Like, he says that Russia is, not a dictatorship.
bullshit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I was elected. It's like, yeah, of course you were. Wink, wink.
Vote for me or die.
Why don't you have a term limit there, Buster?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know. I'm gonna try.
Well, there's a reason why the last 3, and I believe 4 presidents, no, 5, if you count Clinton, because you got Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, and now Biden. So
everyone has met with him except for Biden, right?
Well, yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that
president.
he's been in power for 5 presidencies, and only one of those presidencies was a single term.
This is what I think needs to be done. If Biden wants to show a really power play, he needs to get in contact with the Russian government and ask for a sit down on neutral ground and talk.
I think he has to.
I don't think he has. I think.
Well, I mean, the administration has.
He needs to be strong and be like, look, we need to sit down.
Well, no,
and figure this out.
I think he has. I think he has.
I don't think Biden has.
I'm pretty sure he has.
If you know something, I mean, definitely prove me wrong. But
well, I seem to remember seeing something to the effect of that.
He said, and I agreed with Biden on this one. He said that he does not want to get involved because of he said this is not a war we want to be in. And then I mean, to be fair, with the whole point out of Afghanistan and whatnot, I mean, trying to get us out of war, I get it. I hate that I'm sounding like I'm fucking.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily disagree with the end goal. I disagree with the means in which it was done.
Oh, Afghanistan? Yeah. 100%. You know.
Well, and actually, it was people like Dan Crenshaw is one of them, but Jocko Willink changed my opinion on this. Oh God, I am drawing a complete blank on his name.
I like Jocko.
He was on. I love Jocko. And then, God damn it, what's the he's a military guy, but he was also an MMA fighter. He's been on Joe Rogan a couple times. Hold on, I follow him on Instagram. I feel so bad. I'm drawing a blank, and I love the guy. I think he's both entertaining and really, really. You said really
he's
smart.
MMA.
Yeah.
It's not David.
No.
I think he's just
I'll find him. Is there a way I can see who I'm? Oh yes. Let's see. Where is it?
Scroll through the Joe Rogan podcasts.
I feel like such an idiot because again, like I know this dude.
He's from the United States?
Yeah.
The only one I know from military is Jocko.
No, there's one more. You'll know when I say his name. Fuck, where are you? Tim Kennedy.
Yeah.
And they changed my perspective on the war in Iraq because, again, if anybody knows, it's people that were there.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them, and plus there's others, like I just can't remember all their names. But
like if Bush Sr. would have stayed the course instead of drawing everyone out. Or no, was it Bush Sr. or was it the next president? Was it Clinton?
No, Bush Sr.
Was it Bush Sr.?
Bush Sr.
Yeah, if he would have stayed in there and killed Osama bin Laden then, was it Osama bin Laden? No.
No, you're thinking of Desert Storm, which was Iraq.
Who was it? What was
Saddam
Hussein. Thank you. Sorry, I'm getting my South Park mixed up.
Saddam and Osama.
Come on, Satan. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Can't believe
Who's my creeper?
Can't believe my mom let me watch that stuff when I was a kid.
Dude, that movie is like seriously hilariously good.
Oh, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yeah, like the fact, like it's a fucking musical,
and it's fucking
it's good.
It's similar to what we're going through.
If only I could live up there.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like they deserve Grammys.
I mean, like Team America, like there's a scene where they're making fun of Rent. And I think they called the play Lease. Like it's hilariously funny, and it's good. But anyway, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the perspective. I'm paraphrasing several of their accounts, but essentially, like we had it under control, but that required that required a presence on the ground. But we're talking like, I think they said it was like 2,500 troops, which is not. There are more than that stationed in Korea. Which is technically still a war zone. Technically.
I thought they signed a peace agreement.
Technically, it's an armistice. It's not the same thing. They're still technically at war, but it's like air quotes. Like it's essentially become a Cold War that could start up at any moment. But
peace.
But where was I going with this? So, and actually, I believe it was Kennedy or Crenshaw. I can't remember which one, but he basically made the point. He was like, "Listen, it takes at least a generation to change like a whole nation's perspective on something, and probably multiple generations." He's like, "You're not going to be able to take a country that was under, Sharia law and expect them in, a few years to be okay with completely shifting over to like a Western ideal. Like it's going, even if it's what the people want, it's still going to take time."
Yeah.
And it's like, that makes perfect sense. And part of that is security and making sure that, I'm using Afghanistan as the example, that the Afghan people are free to make their own choices. And part of that is keeping the country secure from someone like the Taliban from taking it over again. And we did not see
the Taliban tweeted out?
Dude.
They said peace between them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, okay, so let's get one thing straight, just in the sense of factuality. Like, the Taliban, at least historically, has not been interested in anything other than really governing the state of Afghanistan. It's not like they're trying to take over the rest of, they're not trying to take over the rest of the world.
Weren't supposedly the hijackers Taliban on the 9/11
No, they were Al Qaeda.
Al Qaeda. Okay, I forgot about Al Qaeda.
Yeah. Al Qaeda, tomato, potato, potato.
Al Qaeda, tomato. Al Qaeda, Taco Bell.
But where was I going with this? So yeah, now they do it with the
ways.
What? What?
I said to hell if you don't change your ways. He said, "Where was I going with this?"
At this point, it's go big or go home.
I'm on fire already.
I want to get down there and just be like, you know what? Respect. Respect. I mean, your ass is still gonna burn, but nice.
No, hey, just like Sam Neill said, you only know of the word, but to experience it is a whole nother meaning. That's a great movie, by the way. Have you watched that?
What's it called?
Event Horizon.
No, apparently not.
Dude, it is a great movie. It's about a spaceship that like has a black hole in the middle of it. It's a warp drive. And
why the fuck would you? Oh, because it's a warp drive. Okay.
Yeah, well, when it went the first time when they went to use it, apparently it went somewhere adjacent or like hell, and it came back like basically possessed. Dude, great movie. Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill, a couple other good actors. Must watch.
I'll have to check that out.
90s for a 97 movie? Great.
Dude, the 90s were like a really good decade for, well, everything, but think about the number of classic, like, really, really good movies that came out in the 90s.
Oh, dog. Fucking Shawshank Redemption. I watch that, like, literally once every 2 weeks, 2 months.
Like, I can't even begin. Like, I can't even begin to list them all because there were so many good ones. Mm-hmm. The first live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
No, well, that was the 80s, not the 90s.
No, 1990.
I thought it was 87.
1990. Nope, 1990. For the live-action movie. The animated series came out in 87.
Yeah, you're right.
The live action was 1990. And I will say it was revolutionary in puppeteering. It was also the highest grossing. You know what? For 1990, it works. And it was still the highest grossing independent film of all time for a while, which is something in and of itself.
So basically, go ahead.
And Red Dawn was the 80s. The Hunt for Red October, I think, was 91. Now I'm just talking about Russian movies. Well, movies about Russia, not Russian movies.
Hey, those Korean films are fucking the shit. The Korean
There's
shows.
a one
Squid
of
Game
my
is
favorite
amazing.
one of my favorite movies of all time is actually a Korean film. I've mentioned it on here before. Very interesting. And they get conscripted into the Soviet army. So, circling back to Russia.
We walked across the Bering
I don't know, man.
Strait.
Oh, and did you see? I think they arrested some like 1,700 protesters in, I believe it was Moscow. I know it was in Russia though.
Protesting the war?
Yeah,
It's not a war.
I
I wouldn't
I,
call it a war yet. It's an invasion.
It's an act of war. I would call it a war.
Supposedly,
No,
I don't know who, but supposedly they're gonna try to get Putin for war crimes.
I think you could.
I mean, this is the biggest thing ever, and I guarantee all the citizens would be like, "Nah, dog, you can have them. We don't want them."
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they are targeting civilian targets. I mean, it's.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, like.
And then I saw one report that they used something called a vacuum bomb.
I think what they were trying to explain is what happened with the bomb. It was not a vacuum bomb, but it hit an arms. It hit an arms depot.
Well, no, it's there are reports. Ukraine claims that Russia used an illegal vacuum bomb during an invasion, but I'll be honest, I don't even know what a vacuum bomb is.
That's what I'm saying. The way it exploded, it created a crazy mushroom cloud. But the thing is, the reason it did that was because it hit an arms depot. I'm sorry, not arms depot. Well, yeah, their munition depot. They were blowing up a munitions site, and all that munitions went off.
Ooh, yeah. So for those who, it is a thermobaric weapon, aerosol bomb.
Thermobaric, yeah. So it wasn't a normal bomb then. It was what they were saying.
It's a type of explosive that uses oxygen from the surrounding air to generate high temperature explosions. In practice, the blast wave typically produced by these weapons lasts significantly longer than that of a conventional condensed explosive.
That sounds very similar to the what is it? The bomb. Did you watch The Walking Dead the first 2 seasons?
Yeah. Like Scoob.
So hi, Scooby.
He's getting big.
Dude, he's ginormous. He weighs like 60 pounds.
Oh shit, that's nothing. My dog's every bit of 100.
I know.
But Scooby's
he's only 7.5. No, not even 7.5. He's only like barely 7 months.
Oh, dude, he's gonna double in size. I shit you not.
I know. But the second season of Walking Dead, when they were no, or was it the first season? I think it was the first season. Did you watch the first season?
Are you talking about when they blow up
CDC?
The CDC? Yes.
Similar, because it basically lit the air on fire.
Yeah, that's essentially according to the old interwebs. And now I'm on.
Lay down.
And now I'm on a watch list because I googled vacuum bomb.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, Google's watching you anyway.
I googled what is a vacuum bomb, not how to make one.
How do you make meth? Just go to any small town in Central America.
What is Central Indiana?
That too.
Fucking, they'll teach you all you need to know.
Your southern accent came out. They'll teach you all you need
to know.
But regardless of opinions, we feel for Ukrainians and what's going on.
Absolutely. I'm Team Ukraine, but what I think that the West should be doing is figuring out a way to give Putin an exit strategy.
What do you mean?
So that we can end this.
I mean, if they come to find out that he's doing this out of like completely selfish endeavors, he is. It's looking that way. But I'm not gonna put anything past anybody in this day and age because
sure, wouldn't it be
our own government's like fucking corrupt.
Sure, it would, and I'm not like I want this to be perfectly clear. I'm not suggesting this is true, but wouldn't it be super fucked up if we found out that Ukraine was planning like this massive strike?
On who?
on Russia. Wouldn't that be just super fucked up?
Yeah, like what it, and the funny thing is, supposedly the nuclear weapons that Ukraine had, Russia, there was an agreement they were to give all their nuclear arms to Russia, and I was like, why would
Why would
anyone
you
agree to
sign
that?
that?
Well,
Why would
it
you
wasn't
sign that?
it was several countries, and America
Oh,
was basically saying, hey, we'll back you up if you go to war with Russia, and I'm like, why wouldn't we just let them keep their fucking nukes and just say squash? It's you're on. Well, I mean, technically, if fucking the Russians supposedly have the biggest atomic the biggest atomic weapon out of the entire world, supposedly. Eh,
I'm telling you right now, we fucking do.
you think we do?
Dude, okay. So here's the thing.
We're vocal about stuff. They're quiet.
But here's the thing. I cannot disclose this gentleman's name, and he did not tell me anything concrete. But I've always been curious about this, and he's a defense contractor, and he's high up in the government, and I know him through happenstance. And I asked him,
Our government?
yes,
All right, I'm listening.
and then I asked him, I said, I've always wondered this, and I just want you
You
like
sound
just
like
a
Alex
yes or
Jones right now, just FYI.
I always wondered this, you know. But I did. I point blank asked him. He's a client of mine, and I'm like, I've always wondered this, and I just like you don't. Obviously, you can't tell me everything, but I just want a yes or no. I said, if, for example, like when I was younger, they showed like the oh shit, I don't even remember what it's called, but this like the stealth bomber, the black one, like it's the latest and greatest. I'm like, by the time that was on TV, was it obsolete? And he said, it wasn't obsolete, but it was by no means even close to being state of the art. I'm like, thank you. Okay, that's all I need to know.
It's not aliens. It's
No,
us.
like, I guess what I'm saying is by the time information like that is disclosed, like I said, it's not obsolete, but it's probably several generations removed from being the state of the art.
Backwards engineering. That's how we got it, though. They found ships in '47.
You know, there is something to be said, like, and because a lot of people don't know this, that did you know that the German military actually had a working jet engine at the very end of the war, and they had some fighters that were equipped with it.
I mean, did you hear about the Bell?
What Bell?
In Germany, that there was a Bell type of not craft, but like it was like something. I don't know if they described it as a time machine or like just some type of transit, but it disappeared and hasn't been found. And supposedly they're like the Nazis are inside the Earth or they're on the moon, and I'm just like, that's funny. I like it because I like conspiracy, but at the end of the day, I'm just like,
Well, no, but this is real history. Um, if you watch the movie Red Tails, they touch
according to
on
whose
this.
book? Anyway, go ahead.
Well, no, but the German military, the Luftwaffe, did have some jet fighters, and holy shit, could you imagine being an Allied pilot and coming across one of those fuckers? And keep in mind, never having seen a jet engine before.
Just the B-52s just flying by, and then that thing's like, what the fuck was that?
Like literally, apparently it was a problem, and probably the saving grace of the Allies is that the planes were so fast that a lot of times, like, the pilots would miss their targets because they were so much faster than their target.
Well,
and they would have to turn around and do another pass.
Well, what do you think about Tom DeLonge's video that the Navy had to come out and say that it was legit? Did you see that?
The UFOs?
UFO? Yeah, because the one that was it the Navy who had the video? Yeah, the Navy was tracking this object, and they said the way it was flying and everything like that. They said it was not anything they've seen on this Earth, that we possess. And I'm just like,
dude, it's in Ukraine.
Ukraine.
That's why.
Ukraine's the start of the NWO. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Ukrainians.
All I'm saying, and again, I'm not suggesting this is true.
No,
But
nothing we suggest is true or fact because we don't know what we're talking about. We're just speculating.
We dumb. Our logo's a fucking chimp wearing a suit.
Yeah.
That was done intentionally. But it's a fun conversation to have.
We definitely have a chimp in a suit in office right now. I'd say they better have similar intelligence.
That's an insult to chimpanzees.
There's a chimpanzee watching right now smoking a cigarette. Fuck you.
Yeah. She's going over there. Woo, 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 woo.
Dude, that sounded perfectly like Donkey Kong.
That's the sound chimps make.
I know, but still, it was really good. Should have recorded it and made a video game. Too late.
And we'll call it Monkey Kong.
Oh, shit. Like, why do they call him Donkey Kong? Isn't that donkey?
Dude, we said this in a previous episode. Japan is a weird fucking place.
Hey, I love them for making video games. Because they made some of the best.
That might legitimately be my favorite. That might legitimately be my favorite clip that we've put on the channel. Is when we're talking about what you can get out of vending machines in Japan, and you break the silence. You just go, "I just want a cheeseburger."
Oh gosh. You know who's a big fan of cheeseburgers? My kid.
And Americans in general.
Pretty much.
I had one tonight.
All right, I'm back. So first thing, schedule a press conference. Second, I want American cheeseburger. Cheeseburger first.
The best line in Iron Man, actually.
Mm-hmm. I love it when he sits. He's like, "Can we all sit down?" He's just sitting there eating his cheeseburger. Down. But he gets a Burger King cheeseburger. I'm like, dude, maybe Burger King was good then. Burger King's garbage now.
It is, and I
used to like the burgers.
I've never been a huge fan of Burger King. Like, it's all right.
I like their chicken sandwiches better than I like their burgers.
I like their sandwiches. I like their chicken sandwiches. It's all real. Aliens are real.
Aliens are on the moon. I'm a little retarded.
You know what? I'm about to watch some Alex Jones and see what he thinks about the Ukraine situation, and I will take it as fact.
It's crazy.
I just be like, I can't fucking explain it, but he's probably right.
He's a wild man, but that dude, I think he legit 100% has contacts in the government.
I think 100%.
And did you ever hear him when he was talking on Joe Rogan? He was talking about there were people at his parents' parties, or he was with his parents at parties, and they were literally talking about highly classified stuff, and he was just a kid around there, and he said he just soaked it up. And I was like,
I believe it.
Poor guy, lost his childhood.
I believe it, although I love how the Democrats are suddenly okay with citizens having guns. As long as it's in Ukraine and not in the United
States. Right. They're like, you don't need an AK-47. We're not going to attack you.
It's like, really? Huh, you don't say. What are we going to do if Canada invades with all the fucking hockey sticks?
Trudeau dropped all his shit. He even apologized.
He did, really?
Yeah, supposedly.
Good for him.
I don't think they have it clipped, so I was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, and hey, the most important thing is that I've seen a lot of Ukrainians still wearing masks, so
they're safe.
You know.
Yeah, they finally dropped the mask on buses and everything like that here in Columbus.
I saw that you uploaded. I think you or Sasha uploaded it. I can't remember who, but I think you did.
Yeah, but I was just like, look, if you're not gonna have, because they changed it in the schools to where it was optional, and I was like, what sense does it make to have it optional in school when all these kids go in the classroom on the bus? If they're gonna get it, they're gonna get it.
You know what that is? Like, legitimately, what that is, you know, is we no longer have to do it, but we still want to look like we're obeying.
Yeah, and it's
so
like,
now
look,
it's recommended.
Optional should have been it the entire time.
Optional means don't wear a fucking mask. That's what it means.
I mean, and even the CDC, it cracks me up, dude, is the CDC came out and said that cloth masks 100, well, I don't know if they said 100%, but they said they don't work.
Well, they essentially said they don't work.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact,
I
there
see
were people
a ton
saying
of people
this.
still wearing them.
Well, fun fact is there were people saying that shit 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
and they were deplatformed.
You know what the funny thing is though? All these people that are still wearing these things, I guarantee you they're like, well, I don't trust the CDC. I'm like, you sure about that? We're out.
Fuck.
Shit. And it's like, look, when I had COVID, like, I wore my mask like a fucking crazy man because I was just freaking out. I didn't want to get anyone sick. And then, but that was just me being worried. I just didn't want to get anyone sick. But I already exposed everybody in the house, because we sold our house and we had to stay with her parents. And I felt guilty as shit. And it was all.
But you were actually sick.
Yeah, but it was all because of how this shit was portrayed. It made me feel guilty. I was like, I can't control getting sick.
Well, and it was funny. I was just listening to a podcast he did today. I talked about Andrew Tate, and I'll send you his info after. You'll like it. He's entertaining as hell. But he made a really good point. He's like, have you ever felt guilty for giving somebody a cold accidentally?
Give them what? Like, I didn't catch that last little bit.
He said, have you ever felt guilty about giving someone a cold accidentally? Because we've all done it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We've all done it. So what's the difference? Like, I get it if, you have somebody that is immunocompromised and legitimately sick, but you would take precautions for the common cold. But just like in everyday life, and again, as Ben Shapiro always says, is, you can't take the fringe case and base policy on it.
Mm-hmm. Because
there's always going to be a fringe case.
Immunocompromised. Get out of my fucking room now.
I'm not in your room anymore.
Immunocompromised people, not all of them classified immunocompromised are actually like have a lessened immune system. They actually have a stronger immune system that actually it works so well it attacks itself, like rheumatoid arthritis.
That's an autoimmune diseases.
Yeah, I'm immune compromised. I mean, similar because they just classify it all like that. Believe me, I Sasha, she has RA, but she, and I shit you not, gets sick so rarely versus me, who is not immunocompromised. I don't know, maybe I am.
I think I found another side effect of the.
That sounds like the xylophone.
Oh.
Can you hear it? Oh, you can't?
Nope.
Yeah, this is what you get with me. This will give viewers like, get the fuck out, they're headphone users like.
But I think I found another side effect of the jab.
I need a haircut. Oh, did you got one? You got a side effect? Side effect?
Oh, I don't know, but I have noticed usually like cold doesn't bother me all that much. I've been cold as fuck this year.
That's not just you, bro.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Fuck no. I've been cold all winter, and this has actually been a pretty fucking mild winter.
I know. I'm fucking freezing in my own goddamn house. My thermostat says 68 degrees, and I'm like...
Because it's 68. 68's cold.
No, dude, that's what I normally keep it at.
Go lay down, boy.
Okay.
Not you. I knew you were going to say that. Go lay down. Kennel. Hey, oh, hey. Oh, gosh. We just lost two years.
It's good to know that we could do a drum roll, though.
I have no rhythm when it comes to drums.
I don't fucking either.
I
tried out for percussion and they were like, sit down.
Sit down, white boy. No, I go into Guitar Center and I'll get on the electric drums because I won't get on the loud ones because I don't want anyone to hear me. I was like, that's all I got. I can't do anything. I don't know how to make the drum fills make it sound good. Where they're like Hawaii 5. You're not hardcore. Yes, you live hardcore.
No, you're not hardcore.
But the legend
of the rent was way past due. Chimes, Freddie.
Oh shit.
It's such a good movie.
Amazing.
Such a good movie.
I wish he would just wouldn't be the way he is right now. Like I hate how Hollywood
Dude,
is the way they are.
everybody
They're just
everybody
acting.
who
That's all it is.
everybody who is cool is lame as fuck now.
Oh, dude.
Like, I don't
Rage
know
Against
when,
the Machine is raging with the machine now.
Well, I don't know when just the United States just collectively made every man turn his balls in, but I must have missed that memo. At least in California, they did it. Did you just say they can have some of yours?
I've got big balls. She's got big balls. But we've got the biggest balls of them all. Yeah.
Well, no, seriously, like let's be real here. Like if in say 1999,
I'm also 6'3", so
they had come out and said everybody's going to need to wear a mask for flu season this year. Like everyone would have just been like, "Fuck you."
Well, for one, it was what year did you say?
1999.
That was Clinton, right?
Yes.
97 to 2001, and then was it Bush Jr.?
George W.
George W. I didn't hate him.
No,
I think he just wanted to get high and just chill. But they were like, when he's hiding in his treehouse on Family Guy's like, don't make me do stuff.
No, I want to be naked. That was American Dad, but oh, come on, let the man be naked. But no, I think George W. got a lot of undue hate, and let's be real here, he got some shit thrown at him.
Like Clinton seemingly had it easy.
I mean, for the most part, he kind of created a lot of his own problems.
Well,
Dude, she wasn't even hot.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, if you're president and you're getting blowed by an ugly chick, dude, like, you're desperate. And I was like, look who he's married to.
I'm not gonna say it's your fault, but it's your fault, motherfucker.
I'm telling you, I think he was just so blasted. He's like, I don't care who you are.
He's just sitting there in the Oval Office, like, oh, Hillary.
And she's like,
that a long time. And then he just looks down. And he's like, you're not Hillary. This is why Matthew McConaughey. This is why Matthew McConaughey should play Bill Clinton in a biopic, because he can look down and be like, "You're not Hillary." All right.
He said it'd be a lot cooler if you were. Ugh. No.
Yeah.
Hillary.
That seems like a good spot. Not in a good way.
No.
That sounds like a good spot to end this clusterfuck.
Yes.
So essentially, planet Earth is ready for the asteroid. Like, what? Seriously, how are we gonna fix this?
Just like Ron White said, he said that he was on a plane, and they said one of the engines failed, and he says, "All right, let's take her down." He said he's been drinking since 2 in the afternoon. He said, "All right, let's take her down." He said, "Don't hit nothing soft. I don't want to walk away from this." And the guy sitting next to him was freaking out. He goes, "How long do you think the other engine is gonna last?" He goes, "All the way to the scene of the crash."
Oh shit, that's good.
Ron White's a genius.
He is. You know, I didn't think I was gonna like his stand-up, and then I listened to it, and I'm like, God damn, this guy's funny as fuck.
He was my favorite out of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
I don't know, man. I liked
them
Bill
all.
Engvall.
They were all good.
I've never liked Larry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not a fan of Larry the Cable. He's funny, but like just some of the
I disagree.
Stuff, when he's talking, or actually, it was when they're all going up to Mama's casket. When she shave her beard.
Dude, that's a hilarious story of how that all happened. Like it wasn't. It didn't initially. It didn't have any major backing. It was literally just Foxworthy being like, you know what? I'm sick of
Oh,
doing this shit their way.
then he start the joke, and then everybody else just like went in on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
Yeah, Foxworthy, he's fucking hilarious.
Dude, Foxworthy
I
is.
remember you having his CDs, and oh, didn't you have CDs?
No, I didn't have any. I had. So this is very random, and you know why
You
this is
you
random
had
as fuck.
You had a Foxworthy CD.
No, I had a VHS
Was it a
special that
tape?
he did.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was the incomplete Deer Hunter.
Because the same time we were watching that was when you recorded on your laptop with Cisco.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
your dog was fucking biting you.
But dude, like I'm telling you, if you guys can find it, you can probably find it on YouTube. It's Jeff Foxworthy. It's the incomplete Deer Hunter. I'm not a hunter at all, but that thing is fucking hilarious. And it's all just hunting jokes.
Yeah.
It's not a stand-up DVD. It's a bunch of skits. But god damn it, it is funny and fuck.
All right, let's end this thing before we start talking about everything and just going off on tangents.
Yeah, and then just go off the deep end.
Hey, that's the best. That's the best chats though, man. Like, cause we're only 34, and yet lifetime of experience. I know 34, is quite a bit of years, but
I'm an old man.
we literally had years of experience packed into like 2 to 4 years.
Dude, let's be real though. Like
More.
let's really think about this. Okay, we lived through Y2K. We lived through 9/11.
Testing the shit out of us, man. They're trying to make us the strongest generation, and
We lived through
Generation Z's pussies. Sorry,
fuck them all.
I don't know if you
fuck them all. Fuck them all. They are. We lived through in the same lifetime. We saw not the birth of the internet, but like the proliferation of the internet.
We saw the birth of the World Wide Web. Just to correct you, the internet's been around since late 40s.
Valid point. We saw the birth of the cell phone, like the proliferation. Again, we didn't see the birth, but we saw.
Well, yeah, because they had cell phones in the late 70s.
We went from the Nokia brick phones to this in our lifetime, and we're not done.
No.
Let's see. And then we saw the death of television. We're living through it now, but we were like, when we were younger, it
was broadcast or cable.
Correct, and cable was a luxury at that point. Honestly,
I had it.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe I'm different, but it was a luxury for me. Goddammit,
you didn't live in an area to be able to get it. I did.
You want to know some shit? What? We could have. My mom fucking lied to me.
You guys could have got fucking Comcast out there or cable.
I don't know about Comcast. We could have gotten something.
It was Susquehanna Communications back in our day.
I found this out at 33 years old, and I just like looked at my mother. I'm like, you lied to me. Actually, you know what? I'm thankful because I maintain that that's part of the reason I have a good attention span. Because literally, like, I had 4.5 channels.
Hey,
I had to
used
like
our
what
imagination
was on.
and had fucking and had fun.
By imagination, you mean bottle rockets and a lighter?
Yes.
Yes.
Good times.
Let's see. What else have we lived through? We lived through the Great Recession. We lived through cryptocurrency. We were alive for that shit.
We're still alive through it.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Like, we were alive when it came about.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't born after it. There are literally people who are alive today that were born after Bitcoin.
It's crazy. 2009, I believe Bitcoin was created.
Yeah, there are people walking around today Bitcoin's been around since before they were alive.
There was a guy on the internet reacting to Bitcoin passing $100, and he was freaking out. And a lot of people asked him if he sold his Bitcoin, and he did. And it's like, oof. Dude, you don't know 10 years from then, though.
Look, but this will put some perspective on it. We were alive when YouTube was created.
Oh, dude, YouTube when it was first out, amazing. It was so good. Like I watched
amazing.
it constantly. No, don't get me wrong. I love YouTube, but back in the day, There was no censorship. People could put music on their stuff. They did this. Everything was fun. Like, and nowadays, like, videos are good. Like, because, they've just gotten better with production, but it doesn't have the same feel. That's like Vine. Did you ever use Vine?
Yeah, well, I never used it, but I'm familiar with it.
Vine was amazing. The content that was created on there. I mean, TikTok's really good.
It's
But
essentially the new Vine.
yeah, but Vine, you literally had 7 seconds to get your fucking video across. And if it wasn't good, you weren't going. And there was people that were good, like that guy with the story time. Story time. Dude, that dude cracked me up.
Well, and then this'll fuck with your head. So up until when we were teenagers, the video rental store was ubiquitous in America. And now they're all but gone. We were alive before Netflix, but we were alive before Netflix was a streaming service.
It was a DVD rental service through the mail.
Yes, they would send, and it was revolutionary.
Yeah.
We were alive before DVD, man.
Dude, rental stores were popular for 30 years, 80 to 2010, and then they started dying.
Dude, I'm 100% legit. Guy's trip to the fucking Blockbuster Airbnb.
I didn't care. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I was just gonna say I don't get everybody's obsession with Blockbuster, because Blockbuster was more expensive.
Blockbuster sucked.
Yeah, I loved going to Movie Gallery.
Movie Gallery was
or
where it was at.
West Side Video. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know where the
super
Marsh,
local. Super local.
Yeah, or not Marsh. Not Marsh.
No, it was
JR Super Western or something like that.
Wasn't it next to Mickey T's?
No,
Mickey's Tea Mart?
It was over on. Do you know where that trailer park was? All the way on the other side of town by Builders Lumber.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I know.
That was the best one because they had these little plastic tags and they had hooks.
Yes,
I rented
that.
games from there constantly. Super Nintendo games.
Dude,
Fuck, that was the best, man. Hold on, let me find it.
I should you not, dude. Before my dad moved into the trailer park, God damn, he would take us there, and we'd each get to rent a couple of movies, and I'm pretty sure it was just to make us shut the fuck up the entire weekend.
I rented this game right here so many times. I should have just fucking bought it, but my mom would never just straight out buy it. She'd rather pay $2.
Exactly, multiple times.
Oh gosh, but anyway, your
dude,
dad.
He would always take us to that video rental place and let us rent movies, and I'm pretty sure it was to just keep us silent the entire weekend. But
hey, it is what it is.
Well, my dad was many things, but he was not particularly into being around his kids. I mean, that sounds bad, but
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like, you knew my dad.
We never saw the entire time I stayed with you. We never saw him. He was always in his room.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
like
gone.
He wasn't like in the thick of it. But and then so I remember when Netflix first introduced streaming, and I literally thought to myself, I'm like, why the fuck would I want to watch a movie on my computer? That's stupid. Little did I know.
Dude, I've had Netflix since the start.
Oh, dude, the first
off
movie
and
I
on,
ever streamed
off and
on. Yeah. Oh, me too. Yeah. The first movie I ever streamed on Netflix, Gandhi.
That's a good movie.
It was one of the few titles that was available. And I'm like, I'm bored at work. I'm going to try this.
They didn't have a whole bunch at first.
Oh, no, dude. When it first rolled out, it was like, this is fucking dumb. But I guess if you really wanted to watch something. And now we're living through fucking, like, goddamn, we lived through a bunch of shit.
We're living through a pandemic. Well, we lived through.
Oh, fuck, COVID, Jesus.
Yeah, see? Look, pandemic and now potentially World War III.
Like, it's so much shit, I can't even fucking remember it all.
Yeah, but you get people from the fucking 80s on in America just cruising.
Yep.
Cruising. Like, I know there was certain stuff that happened, like cultural-wise and whatnot.
Oh, your gas got expensive?
No, I don't mean that. I'm talking like Black Americans, going through what they did.
Yeah, yeah. No. I'm being facetious, but it's like, oh, your gas got expensive. Oh, you got a pill that made you not be able to get pregnant. Oh. Poor kids.
I tell you what, not being able to be pregnant, it's pretty great.
It is. It's one of my favorite things about having a penis.
But like I said, 100%.
Number one
I
best
love my
part.
kids, but if I do it over again, I don't know. That sounds pretty bad, doesn't it?
You know, you're not the first parent to tell me that.
It's not that I don't love them. It's just
You just
freedom.
hate them.
No, it's
I'm kidding.
It's freedom, and it's the thing is when your freedom's taken away, man. It's just it's a different
Fucking eats
different
away
feeling.
at you.
But the thing is, like, that's like what we're dealing with right now in this country. When certain freedoms get taken away, like you're complacent because you're given certain things, but your freedoms are taken away.
But this is the problem with people who generally lean left outside of political offices because they all think the same way in this regard. It's like, oh, it could never happen here. Yes, it fucking can. It probably fucking has. It could never happen here. It could never happen to me or this, that, and the other. Now, to be fair, on the flip side, you got some super right-wing Republicans who are like, it's going to happen tomorrow. God damn it. They're going to come in and kick your door down and take your guns, take your kids, and fucking staple a mask to the back of your head. They're going to do it. And they're going to turn all your kids. They're going to give all your kids the gay and turn them into drag queens.
Did you happen to see Ron DeSantis told Joe Biden no to sending the National Guard?
Yep.
I was like, good for you, DeSantis. He doesn't fucking need the National Guard. It's a fucking State of the Union. He's not gonna have people rushing it. What do they think? Like, this is the whole January 6th thing coming back. And
well,
they're just fucking scared to death.
Ukraine didn't think anybody was going to be rushing them, but
you son of a bitch.
No, I got
But the lives lost in Ukraine are not funny.
No, not 100%. 100%. That came out wrong. 100% not funny.
We just try to keep things. We just try to keep things.
We just try to keep it light. We just try to keep it light because it is some bullshit. Nobody should be invading Ukraine.
No. The one thing we should be invading is pussy. I've come here to storm your beef gates.
Okay, we need to sign off because I'm just kidding. Did you see the one I sent you? It's like, man, what do you want? Pussy?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it at like 1 a.m. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty funny.
Oh, I audibly just belly laughed the first time I saw it.
Oh, dude, you should see some of the shit I've been sharing on my Instagram story. I've been finding some really funny shit.
I've seen most of it.
There was this one of the cat. I don't know, what was it doing? I don't know. It was meowing. That's what it did. I can't remember. I'm shot. Laid us out. Ugh. Did you enjoy that?
All right. Well, as always, thank you for enjoying this episode of the Average Intelligence Podcast. And we would like to once again extend an invitation for anyone who is from Ukraine, in Ukraine, has been to Ukraine, has a grandmother, relative, sister, cousin, former roommate that lives in Ukraine, knows anything about Ukraine.
Just what's going on in general, like
we would like to invite you onto our modest little podcast, but because we want the truth. We joke around a lot, but we're interested in the truth. We just admit that we usually don't have it because we dumb. But if you enjoyed this podcast, you can see all of our previous episodes on the YouTube channel, as well as a collection of clips, which you should totally like and share. And you should also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live, because we normally go live on Sunday nights, but I was a dumb fuck and missed it. This one was on me because I was thinking 9:30 for some reason.
Well, we did 9:30 for the longest time.
Yeah, that's probably why. But anyway, it's still my fault. I'll take the blame on this one. But if you prefer to not stare at our beautiful husky mugs while you listen to the podcast, It's okay. We've got you covered because you can also listen to the audio stream on Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, and we're on Audible. So if you're a fucking nerd and already have Audible, you can listen to us for free there. You don't even have to download a new app. But if you want to, you can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Now, Stitcher, and some other bullshit platform that nobody uses, but it's still out there anyway.
But we use it, so use it.
We don't fucking use it, but they put it there automatically.
Right.
And I know that on the audio streaming platforms, we do have at least one viewer in Ukraine. So, dear viewer, first of all, we hope you're safe. Second of all, reach out to us. We would like to talk to you. Sincerely. And we will do our absolute best to not make funnies during that podcast. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that because we're assholes, but
Dennis.
and then you can also check out our official merchandise store and help AOC on her crusade to tax the rich by making us rich by buying our shit.
That would be fantastic.
If you support AOC, join the fight, buy a t-shirt, make us rich so that we can be taxed more. You know, we'll pay our fair share if we have our fair share to pay.
We pay our fair share anyway, but
We'll hire the best fucking accountant and be like, fuck you. I'll become a millionaire and get a goddamn refund.
that would be amazing.
That would be hilarious.
Because the funny thing is,
I should do that.
Paying your fair share in taxes also means you get a refund. That's the funny thing. They think it just goes into the system and then just disappears?
Who knows?
Technically, 40% of it does, because most of your taxes, even so you get a refund, you still don't get all of them back.
Well, and this is one of the few examples before we close. This is one of the few examples where I agree with foreign aid because they've sent Ukraine a fuck ton of shit and money. So I'm like,
yeah, well, lucky for them right now.
I approve of that.
Yeah, especially with all the guns that they're offering, which actually some Americans have taken up arms and are helping the Ukrainians right now.
Yeah, they have a foreign legion.
Yep.
So, and then there's a lot of people who are
pretty cool stuff, man. I mean,
coming over.
Despite what's going on, it's good that people are trying to help.
Well, in closing, I think that Vladimir Putin and those that are in his corner made a gross miscalculation. Yes. And I think it's going to bite him in the ass. I just hope that it doesn't end up biting everyone in the ass.
Yeah, because.
But I'm pretty confident that what this might end up doing, honestly, is removing Putin from power. Because do you really think, like, I don't see how we can get out of this unscathed.
You think he's going to?
I don't see.
You think he's going to get out of power, or he's going to live through this?
I don't know.
With what you said earlier. If he decides to push the button,
I think somebody's going to cap him. I really do. I think
is not a direct threat from us because we live.
It's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's just I think that's honestly what would happen.
I know, just in case any Russians are watching.
Does that drone say Russian Federation on it?
Ah! The Squid Game.
I'm out.
All right, peoples. Thank you. Until next time.